Hola Mis AMORES, it's your girl Laura and welcome to Laura Elena X. If you are not new here, welcome back querida, welcome back querido. In today's video, we're going to talk about influencer marketing. What is it? Is it too late for my brand to participate on it? How can I leverage it? Stay tuned. And towards the end of the video, I also show you how I pack one of my PR boxes and how I'm going to send it to one of the influencers that I felt like absolutely represents my brand. I have my notes here down below. I do want to kind of inform you guys where I'm coming from, and so that anything that I mention here is something that I have learned personally or in the books, or just kind of like understand where I'm coming from. I'm not just kind of talking. I feel like a lot of people just throw the words influencer and brand ambassador very interchangeably, and just kind of with anything it holds no weight anymore. And I just want to be here to quickly educate my small business owners that maybe otherwise wouldn't have known, or it's just kind of been very unclear. Influencer marketing is a very intense tool that can be used for good, or it can really disappoint you if you don't know any better. So once you know better, you do better. You guys already know I go through it so that you guys don't have to go through it, so that you guys can make very informed decisions. Okay, so yeah, like I was saying, I got my undergrad in mass communication and emerging media. I have my master's in marketing. I have worked with several PR agencies, very close to the VP. I am currently working in the marketing department of a car company that I will mention once my contract is up. And like I do have background in this. So according to Google, right? According to Google, influencer marketing is a form of social media marketing involving endorsements and product placements from influencers, people, and organizations who have an expert level of knowledge or social influence in their field. My quick and simple definition for me, honestly, is just someone who has fostered the relationship and trust within their community. And so a person, your everyday audience, would feel much more compelled to buy if someone from their network is advising them to buy something, rather than your traditional ads, your traditional marketing ploys, like anything. Like, you are much more compelled to buy that new peach palette if Jackie Aina told you and you saw her using it, versus you just walking into Sephora and this palette being shoved down your face. Like, that is as simple as it goes. Now, this is why it can become a tricky situation, because the way Instagram is super saturated with budding influencers and brand ambassadors and whatever, it's very easy to kind of lose sight. And I feel like trust nowadays is very, very sacred. You have to be really meticulous. You really have to know what you're doing, because trust is lost in buckets and earned in droplets. Now, usually for videos, you guys already know I am the owner of a body butter line, and I usually, shoot my shot at the beginning of the video. But because this whole video is going to be surrounding how I plan to use influencer marketing for my advantage, I'm not going to be talking a lot about my butters. You guys already know. You guys already know that we out here with the cocoon butter, the cocoa butter, and the shea butter. But we're going to tap into this a little bit later on into the video. So an example really would be of a brand ambassador, right, would be Cardi B. She and her relationship between Fashion Nova since the start of her career has been very intense, very insane. She has her own line. I feel like at almost every second, her and her publicist, King Patience, usually are plugging in Fashion Nova, right? Because of the type of relationship that they have. I feel like Fashion Nova sponsors most of their clothing. Fashion Nova has really been very great at influencer marketing. paying for placements and songs, which is like it's going to be played over and over again. Like I said, if there's a new palette coming out, if the marketing team plays their cards right, they would be sending out this palette to key beauty influencers before the palette actually is launched, so that the day of the launching of the palette, there's already a momentum gathered behind that palette. That's how Savage, Fenty works as well, the lingerie as well, or it's Fenty Skin, stuff like that. You know, you kind of build up that awareness, and that is kind of where a lot of small businesses fail, because there is a lack of awareness for your brand, for your business, right? And that's where most of the struggle is. And if you don't outsource a marketing team, if you don't learn these marketing tips for yourself, right? Because I'm providing this for free. That's where you kind of fail. And I feel like some people usually forego the marketing aspects and think that just posting on Instagram is enough. And even then, they're not even optimizing the Instagram. And I feel like if you guys want to see a video on how to optimize your Instagram, please let me know in the comments down below. Because that's a video that I have slated to do, but I'm just not quite sure. Because I don't know, I feel like this channel is heading somewhere else. I don't know. But branding is everything. Don't underestimate. Like I briefly mentioned before, that post on Instagram for your page, for your brand, for your business, or that TikTok video, or that YouTube video, or even your landing page when you first start up a website and you may not even have products, and you have a coming soon page. That page is very important, because that brand voice that you're fostering is the first impression. Can you leverage marketing influencers? Yes. And I feel like I have a few tips written down here that I feel like, you know, if you want to leverage influencer marketing, these are some things that you really need to take into consideration. First things first, you have to do your research. In an age where anybody and everybody can go viral, anybody can make it seem like they're doing good on Instagram, you need to make sure if they're engaging with their audience, if there's any engagement. You need to really look at the ratio between the followers that they have and the likes that they have. And I feel like you know, blindfolds have been ripped off. A lot of people have been realizing that there are a lot of celebrities, a lot of, you know, budding influencers who buy their followers and then they have like 5 likes. It's beyond embarrassing. You don't want your brand to be a part of this phenomena, because it's like a lot of people are waking up and seeing that. You can't finesse. So if you're caught in something like that, if your brand is caught associated with someone who has lack of integrity of such detrimental effects, I wouldn't associate my brand with someone like that. I'm sorry, there is a lot of beepings. Oh, me. You need to ask yourself, like, whoever you plan on approaching or who you want to shoot your shot to, would your brand be proud to associate themselves with this person? The difference between brand ambassador and just influencer marketing as a whole, one is short term, right, which is influencer marketing as a whole. It could do it can be a photo, a story, a shoot, and that's it. That's kind of the end of the relationship, depending on you. Or a brand ambassador is an ongoing relationship where you continue to supply them with products and they continue to advise their community into purchasing from your brand, from your business. This leads me to fostering relationships. It's very important for you to take this very seriously, to be meticulous as to who you want your brand to be associated with. Personally, for me, as you guys are going to see, I'm choosing girls that I myself have followed in my personal Instagram, girls that have personally affected me and my level of confidence, that they have influenced me into feeling confident in myself, that have influenced me into just kind of loving myself and just encouraging me in this self-love journey myself. These girls that carry themselves highly, and you know, I'm part of the audience, so and their audience are the people that I would like to reach as well. A little background on my bottle is, as you guys can see, my jars. This is my 8-ounce jar. Obviously, it's been through hell and back. Actually, it's been through hell and back only because I refilled it. What I love about my jars is that they're reusable for anything that you want. But for me, it's like a refilling station for me, so I'm not wasting any money and I'm not affecting, you know, the environment. But the voice that I want, the experience that I want to curate, the type of relationship that I want to foster, is of a high-end luxury brand. I want you to, once you get out the shower, to take your time putting my butter on. I tend to obligate myself to take these little buckets of time and pamper myself, and that's what I want. I love the look of my jars. I'm such a fan, and I don't think I'll ever change them. I don't know. I love the look. You guys will see that I have actually changed the logo. This is not the logo anymore. This is not my label anymore. And I want everyone who uses this butter to be reminded of like the freaking goddess that they are, and that they deserve the time to be pampered. I want this to be a reminder that you are deserving, that you are enough, that you are worthy. Like literally, I can go on. Like I speak nothing but positivity to anybody who uses my butter, and I want them to be reminded of that. Right? I'm not going to send it to somebody who does not uphold my values. I'm not going to send it to somebody who really, is based in insecurity and lack. And I'm not going to send it to somebody who just like to represent my brand, right? Or something along those lines. It's just, as you guys can see, the real care that I have. I don't know, like, I just wouldn't send this to anybody. I really would have to send it to somebody that really aligns with my vision, that is encouraging, that is uplifting, and that's a vibe that I would want my brand to be a part of, right? Which leads me to the next point that you need to consider is that you got to spend money to make money. Yes, it's going to take a couple of products to be sent here and there. You're going to have to shoot your shot. It's going to be maybe an influencer that perhaps doesn't want to work with your product, and you just lost a merch easily like that. It doesn't matter. I feel like just take it with a grain of salt and keep it moving. Which leads me to the next point, which is stay consistent. You're gonna have to stay consistent. There's gonna be that one influencer that's really gonna like help you out with this mutually beneficial relationship, and it's gonna be worth it. Okay. So like take you guys with me as I pack a PR box. I have here M&Ms. I'm sharing with you guys what I'm doing, and I will explain to you. I have M&Ms here that I bought the other day. These are 2 pounds, and they have my brand Sereme on each M&M. I chose these colors. I chose pearl shimmer, white, and yellow because those are my brand colors. My brand colors are black, yellow, and white, which is the flag of my culture, my heritage, which is Amagarifuna. So those are my brand colors. So I felt like this would be a nice touch, a nice little sweet reminder. I'm hoping that none of the influencers that I'm going to send this to them have a chocolate allergy or anything. They can simply just throw it away. But I feel like just it's cute. Anybody who receives candy, even if you don't eat candy, like unless you're like super keto or whatever, but like if you don't eat candy, it's still like a nice sweet gesture. Like you'll always remember it. I want to make a lasting impact, so I feel like this would be really cute. I'm gonna pair it up in an organza bag. I'm gonna see if I can actually customize the organza bag on my own. So I'm gonna have that trial and error here. If it works out, lit. If it doesn't, lit. You guys at least know that it's possible, and it's perhaps an idea that you guys might want to take for your business. I'm all about maximizing what you have and doing the best with what you can do, right? So this bag was actually about $50, which is wild. I know. But I think it's just, I think it's worth it, like every bridesmaid does it or whatever to initiate a relationship, like, I don't know, or every bride or bride-to-be does that with their bridesmaid, whatever the case may be. I just thought it'd be a really, really, really cute note to have. And it's just, you have to understand that with your PR package, you need to go all out. You need to make them feel very special, so to the point that they want to post on their story, even though they're getting like nothing out of it. I mean, they're getting product, but we are coming into an era where I think it is becoming a little pricey, and there's nothing wrong. Like I said, point number 3 was you gotta spend money to make money. So I have nothing, to lose at this point. I feel like I still haven't really earned revenue, but I will get to a point where I would at least have the budget enough to accommodate a mutual relationship with my influencers, with my brand ambassadors, whatever the case may be. Until then, we are gonna have to make do with what I have. Okay, so I'm excited to show you guys what I do. I'm excited to show you guys like what happens. Okay, so stay tuned. Welcome back, guys. So we start off with Avery t-shirt transfers, the DIY, and this is for light because my organzas are sheer. Now I feel like error number one where I could have done better is actually bought white organzas instead of sheer, but I felt like sheer is cute. So we're gonna see how it looks, and like I said, this is more for you to know that it's done because I know that I was searching and searching if it was possible, and I found one video. So this really helps out in understanding that, you know, it is possible. You can customize your own bags. You can customize your own lip gloss, your organza bag for your lip gloss, whatever the case may be. So we're starting off with this for light fabrics, and the number is 3271. Inkjet favorable. Over here in the bottom it tells you that it's inkjet. I have cleaned this whole area. I've already taken out a sheet. It comes with instructions, but honestly they're not very, it's honestly not clear. So we're really gonna see how this goes. But I already have printed out, I have 2 sections. I'm gonna cut it. I'm taking a cotton shirt on a wooden surface, like I said, a wooden surface. Yo, I didn't think it was gonna work. Can y'all see that? Yo, I didn't think it was actually gonna work. Wow. Okay, lit. Wow, I didn't think it was gonna work. Impressed. So there's that. There you guys have it. What a wonderful